morning, students. I am K. Lokesh, working as a lecturer in Satyam College of Education. In the last earlier classes, we have completed different concepts under environmental education chapter. Okay, this is fourth paper in B.Ed fourth semester. In the recent completed class, we have completed one of the important topic, which is greenhouse effect. Okay, and the main causes, reasons and the effects of greenhouse. In this class, we will continue with one of the major environmental issues, which is ozone layer depletion. Okay, so it is also a very important topic. Okay, definitely it will comes to the next examination. Okay, let us go to the topic. So, what is meant by a ozone gas, and what are the main importance of this ozone gas, and how it will form the layer in the stratosphere. Okay, and next, who invented this ozone layer depletion, and what are the main protection activities are there for conserving this ozone layer. Okay, and the main layers which are confining to the earth. Okay, and the main resources of ozone layer depletion. All these things we will continue today. So first of all, let us know about the ozone layer. Okay, the formula of ozone layer is O3. Okay, generally this ozone layer is formed in a stratosphere. In the presence of sunlight, the ozone is turned into, the oxygen is turned into ozone. So when these ozone molecules are combined together, there will be a small layer will be formed in the stratosphere. This layer is called as a ozone layer. Okay, so definitely this ozone is made up by the combination of both oxygen molecule in the presence of sunlight. Okay, and let us go to the main properties of the ozone gas. Generally, this ozone molecule is a triatomic nature molecule. Okay, it is an allotrope of oxygen. Okay, generally it is pale in blue gas and having the pungent smell. Generally it is lies in the stratosphere. Okay, here I mentioned the layers of the earth, the outer layers of the earth, which is a troposphere, stratosphere and mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, generally from the earth surface to upwards of the 10 kilometers are called as troposphere. Okay, and the next layer up to 50 kilometer is called as stratosphere, and up to 80 kilometers which is mesosphere, and up to 400 kilometers of the space is called as thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, these are the earth layers of the atmosphere. Okay, generally this ozone layer is formed in the atmosphere of stratosphere and also troposphere also. Okay, generally this ozone gas is laying on the two layers also, troposphere and the stratosphere. But the stratospheric ozone layer is very essential. It will protect the life on the earth. Okay, it acts as a sunscreen to the whole life living on the earth. But whereas in the troposphere, the presence of ozone gas is called as a pollutant. Okay, which cause the greenhouse effect. Okay, and leads to the global warming also. That's why we have to eradicate the ozone gas in the troposphere, and we have to prevent the ozone gas in the stratosphere. Okay, generally this ozone gas is ozone layer invented in 13 by two famous scientists whose name is Charles Fabry and Henry Besson. Okay, these two physicists and scientists are invented this ozone layer, and in every year we are celebrating the ozone protection day on September 16th. Okay, now let us go to main causes and resources of ozone layer depletion. Okay, here I mentioned some of the causes of ozone layer depletion and resources of ozone layer depletion, which are chlorofluorocarbons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons and sulfur fluorides. Okay, these are called as high potential gases of ozone layer depletion. Okay, and also aerosols, and some of the forming agents present on the earth by industrial emission. These are also very important factors which are responsible for ozone layer depletion. And next, polar stratospheric clouds are also main resources for depleting the ozone layer. Okay, so next, so let us go to the main areas of ozone layer depletion. Generally, in the air, the main two polar regions are there, which are Arctic region and Antarctic region. So totally in Antarctic region there is a 50% of ozone layer depletion is there, because of in this area, in Antarctic area, there is only lower temperatures are there. Okay, that's why the clouds will be, okay, the total major clouds will be formed there. These neroceous clouds are responsible for here the ozone layer depleting. Okay, and also here I mentioned the chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons are main high potential gases for ozone layer depletion. Okay, these gases will be produced by the industries, and these discarded refrigerators and other related gases also responsible for release of this chlorofluorocarbons. So slowly these gases moves towards the troposphere. There these gases are producing the free atoms of chloride, chlorine and fluorine and carbon. So these free atoms of chlorine and fluorine and carbons binds with oxygen and binds with ozone. Then other chemicals will be formated, which results the breakdown of ozone molecules and also the lowest amount of the ozone molecule in the stratosphere. Okay, if you see, the ozone reacts with the chlorine, which forms chlorine monoxide. Okay, this chlorine monoxide reacts with monooxygen, then it forms the general chlorides and oxygen, which means here the O2 converted into oxygen. That's why the amount of ozone is decreasing in that stratospheric area. Okay, and also the nitric also is responsible for ozone layer depletion. Here the nitric oxide is released by the industries and also the agricultural effluents. Okay, these are the main two causes for emission of nitric oxide. This nitric oxide is also one of the main cause for ozone layer depletion. For example, this nitric oxide when reacts with ozone N2O plus O3, okay, here which forms nitrogen dioxide. Okay, nitrogen dioxide. Okay, and this nitrogen dioxide reacts with monooxygen, then the nitric acid will be formed along with the oxygen molecule. Here also the ozone molecule is converting into free oxygen. That's why there the ozone molecules are decreasing sequentially by the effect of this nitric acid. Okay. In the same way, the carbons also, free carbons also responsible for ozone layer depleting, and the fluorides also reacts with the ozone, and there the common ozone molecules will be decreasing and ozone molecules are converting into the free oxygen. Okay, that's why the ozone layer will be depleting by the effect of these sequential chemical reactions. Okay, and the next the main resource of polar stratospheric clouds. Okay, here these polar stratospheric clouds are generally formed in three ways. Okay, number 1, number 2 and number 3. Okay, the first polar stratospheric clouds are, number 1 is noxious clouds. Okay, number 1 is noxious clouds. These noxious clouds are having the faster rate of formating the clouds. Yearly these clouds forms nearly 10 to 100 kilometers length. Okay, have acquired good thickness. Okay, these are called as mother of pearl clouds. Okay, because it irradiates. Okay, because of these are irradiates. That's why here there is chance for decreation of ozone layer in Antarctic region. Okay, in the same way, the second clouds are called as clouds contained with nitric oxide instead of pure water. Here in this polar stratospheric clouds, the second ones are having the high amount of nitric oxide. That's why the pure water will be absent in those clouds. These are also responsible for reacting with the ozone layer. Okay, and the third one is the same mother of clouds, but here these noxious clouds are produced very slowly. Here the rate of growing of clouds is very slow. Okay, these clouds also very important clouds for depleting the ozone layer. And next, because of these noxious clouds, there is 50% of ozone layer depletion is there in Antarctic region rather than Arctic region. Okay, and also next the main protection measures should be followed by the human communities for protecting the ozone layer, because this ozone layer, when absent in the stratosphere, it causes so many harmful effects on human communities and other species also. For example, the ozone layer is very important layer which protects the human colonies from the ultraviolet rays produced by the sun. Okay, when these ultraviolet rays coming from the sun onto the surface, this ozone layer acts as a sunscreen and it will be filtered those ultraviolet rays, and general rays will be comes onto the earth. Okay, and here one major point we should keep in our mind, which is the stratospheric ozone is very essential for human life, which filter the ultraviolet rays. But when the tropospheric ozone, this is called as bad ozone. This ozone creates the greenhouse effect and global warming. Okay. Thank you, children. In the next class, we will continue with the same topic, the effects of ozone layer depletion. Okay. Thank you and thank you very much.